Good morning, everybody. My name is Colleen Light, and I'm with Cards by Coco. I'm a Stampin' Up, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I come to you from Kalama, Washington. Today, it seems kind of bright in here. Anyway, today is January 6th, 2025, and it's 10 a.m. in the morning. So I mentioned the day mostly because tomorrow starts the big Sale-A-Bration with Stampin' Up, which is my favorite time of the year. You know, we have the starter kit special. The products are so amazing. You get to earn free product. It's just fun. So I wanted to bounce on today and say hello and go ahead and show you this adorable bandstand card we are making. I actually made it a couple of weeks ago, so hope I can recreate it easily. I've got most things ready to go. If you hear a little barking, that's just Harvey in the room with me, so bear with, he never barks for long. Let me go ahead and flip you around and let's get started on this adorable card. I'll bring you up on my laptop so I can hopefully see some comments. And we will get this all started. So I missed a couple of weeks. I just caught that awful virus that's been going around, that cold, but I finally have my voice back, which is good, you know, so I could come live again. So if you're watching, say hello. I always love to hear from you. I'm going to show you my samples, and then we are going to make a cute card using the Wildflower birthday suite, which if you are not a demonstrator, you can get starting tonight, or tomorrow morning, I should say, at 12:01. Oh, hi, Jan. Good morning. Thanks for popping in. So let's go ahead and see if I can get things rolling here for you. And let's go ahead and let me show you the samples, and then let's get started. I'll show you all the products here in a second. So look at this. How cute is this? It stands up like that. It's a little bandstand card. And I used the Thoughtful Journey paper for this, and I wrote my little thanks on the back. My goal is to make at least one card a day in 2025, and I am behind because of that virus that I had, that cold. Anyway, but I am trying to make Christmas cards too every week because I ran a little behind this year. So look, how cute is this? This is the Take a Bow paper. And what is that stamp set? All of a sudden it left my mind. Humble Home. And I just thought this one turned out so cute, so festive. So this will be saved for next year. And then I used the Be Mine stamp set and the Bee Builder Punch for my hearts. And just some retired designer series paper. Again, happy Valentine's Day on the back. And then I use this part of the Bee Builder Punch for my hearts because I don't have a heart punch and I didn't want to look for a heart die. So let's go ahead and get creative here using some of this new suite. Let me show you what comes in it. So first off, look at this stamp set. I always need a good birthday set, and I love the font on this one. I love that the dies come with numbers. That makes me so happy. I needed a new number set. I love the size of these. And you have your banners, your little tassels, and you have 2 tassels, which is great. Makes your die cutting so much easier. So really enjoying that. Excuse me. Look at this ribbon. I love a mesh ribbon. Do you remember the silver ribbon we had? That was mesh. It was one of my favorites. I think I used it on everything for the entire time we had it. The party dots, so cute. Excuse me, guys. And then look at the designer series paper here. And look at the cutouts, which I know there's a special name for that I can never remember. But look at these, they just pop out. And it's so easy to create when you have designer series paper. That makes it so easy and so much fun. I almost went with the cakes today. Almost, but I have another idea for these. And then look, let me show you the back side. Let me take this part out. Let me show you the back side here. So this is available. It's been available to demonstrators, but this is available to the general public starting tomorrow. And of course, you can add this to your starter kit, which really is a great deal. I'll be popping on live tomorrow to go over that in more detail. Look, but you can cut these out too if you want to make tags or use this. Just absolutely beautiful images. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to cut out the card base with you together, but I have most of everything else ready to roll. And again, that's the Wildflower birthday suite. And you know, as with everything, you can buy everything separately. All right, so again, I haven't made this in a couple of weeks because I had planned on showing you this card a couple of weeks ago, so bear with me. I appreciate it. So for our card base, we want to cut it 4 1/4 and 5 3/8. And of course, I will have all of this blogged for you today. So if you don't follow my blog, do that. I'm also on Instagram, which is probably where I'm actually the most active, Instagram and Facebook. So just follow those social channels. All right, and then we want 5 3/8. So if you're new to crafting, I always suggest go ahead, go run over to Pinterest. That's where I got mine. And how to read a ruler, because it always makes it easy. So it's easier for me to show you here. 5 3/8 is just the 2 ticks behind the 1/2 inch mark. And sometimes when I have just felt like I have just done too much card making, I will actually forget these measurements. So I keep that, and you've probably seen it in the background. I keep that on just taped to the wall behind my desk. And we want to score 3/4 of an inch on each side. So bring this over here and let's go ahead and score 3/4 of an inch. And then I'm going to turn it around and do 3/4 of an inch again. And there we go there. Now let's grab another piece of this white cardstock, and we want to cut this at 2.5 by 7 inches. Let's go 2.5. There's a lot of scoring on this one, so that's why, and we're going to end up cutting this piece down the middle, but I'm going to score them both at the same time. So 2.5 by 7 inches. And we want to score this at, sorry, I'm looking at my notes at the same time, scoring this at 3/4 of an inch. I think I had it all memorized a couple of weeks ago, but not now. 2.5 inches. 4.5 inches. And if you have the scoring tool, by all means use that. And 6 1/4. So that is right, let me see here, right there. So that should be 3/4 of an inch on that side. Yep, perfect. And then we want to cut this right down the middle at 1 1/4 inch. And now we have our pieces. Let's grab our bone folder and make sure we get a good burnish on this. So I always say, you know, we have this part here, and then you have like this ridge here. So fold in towards the ridge, towards the bumpy part there. And let's take the time to go ahead and give this a good burnish now. This card actually comes together really quickly once you get everything cut. So do you all make New Year's resolutions? So I kind of have a silly one. You know, my husband and I, we had a number of children between us, 5 between us. So I always used to cook a lot. And now that they're all grown and whatnot, I've kind of gotten a little bit more relaxed about cooking. So my goal is to start doing more cooking. And of course, card making. Okay, so let me show you the other pieces. So this piece here, using again that gorgeous designer series paper, measures 3 5/8 by 4 inches. And I have a little ridge here. So I'm just going to put that down. And let's go ahead and pop that right back here. I love this soft seafoam color. I think it is just so pretty. And let me go, I'm gonna go ahead and start my glue over here on my silicone mat because I haven't used it in a little bit and I wanna make sure it works. Again, you know, use your adhesive of choice. I just want a little bit of wiggle room in this. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Tombow liquid glue. So, and let's go ahead and make sure our edges are even here. And go ahead and pop this down. Oh, I have a little bit of glue there. Let's get that off. And just go ahead and pop this down. This is why I like the Tombow glue sometimes when I'm putting things in. So I kind of even them out a little bit. Okay, let's get out. This piece here measures the same. It measures 3 5/8. No, it doesn't. Let me see. Yes, it does. 3 5/8 by 4 inches. We're going to stamp on that later. Let's bring out our other parts and pieces here. We have these pieces here to go. Let me look at my sample here. I may be misleading us. Yes, it goes on the inside. Perfect. So let's put these here on the inside. Do you know how, you all know, I know so many of you are avid card makers, so you know how it is. When you make a bunch of cards at the same time, it just, you know, it's like muscle memory. They just flow so much easier. And then when you don't make that design for a little bit and you take some time off, you're like, what did I do? So here we go. I love the gold in this. It is, I don't know if it's showing up as beautiful in camera. I'm going to try and get a little shimmer on that. The gold is absolutely beautiful. So you can always see my desk is a mess, can't you? Look, when you look off to the side, I'd like to say it was cleaner in person, but I have to tell you it's not. It's a constant struggle with me to try and keep my work area clean, which is so funny because I'm so fussy in the rest of the house. Okay, so here we go. This is the inside of our card. So you know what I'm doing. Let me show you this Christmas card here that I made. So you can see when you stand up then that it looks so pretty on the inside. It really gives that beautiful background. Okay, let's work on our next pieces here, which are these pieces. So we have our longer pieces on either side and our 2 short pieces here. So let me get out our paper here. And I have 2 more. So for the piece here, I didn't tell you how many to cut. So this is measured at 1 inch by 1.5, and you cut 4. And then we have 2 pieces of our coordinating cardstock or our coordinating designer series paper. That is 1 inch by 1.5 inches. So let me show you. Where's my ruler? So it's 1 inch this way and 1.5 inches the long way. And we cut 2 of those. And then we cut 4 at 1 inch by, let me see, I think I'm telling you this wrong. We cut 4 of the 1 inch by 1.5 inches. So let me gather those together. And we cut 2 at 1 inch by 1 3/4. So when you cut them, just make sure you separate them so they're in the right area. Okay, so I'm going to start Let me see here. Did this not work out right? This looks right, and this looks right. And is this 1 3/4? Let me see. Did I cut it wrong? Okay, let's see here. So this one here goes, the shorter ones go here. But see, that doesn't look right. I'm going to cut this piece again. I don't think this one looks right. These are right. These are wrong. Let's try it again. So we want, let's see if this is 2.5 inches. It's not. So let's get another piece of cardstock. And we want this at 2.5 inches by 7. Two and a half inches by 7 inches. This is, I'm telling you, this is exactly how my whole week has gone. And I knew I should have made this card again this morning to remind myself. And I'm going to grab out my scoring tool and do it on this instead of my paper trimmer. Let's see how this works out this time. So here we go. And I want to score this at, I'm going to bring my notes over. I want to score this at 3 1/4 inch. There we go. There's 3/4. And then again at 2.5 inches. Again at 4.5 inches. And then at 6 1/4. Let me move this out of the way. And let's go to 6 1/4. Okay, so that should be 3/4 on that side. All right, let's see if this works out right this time. Let's go ahead and cut this at 1 1/4. So I think the most helpful thing when we're doing these fun folds is just not to get flustered. Sometimes it takes a couple of times. We're just here enjoying this lovely sunny Monday morning together. Or if you're catching the replay, hopefully it's still sunny in Southwest Washington because it has not been sunny in quite a few days. So let's go ahead and try this again. All right, now the longer piece goes in the middle, so let's grab that piece out. So the longer, oh, see, now it's perfect. User error for sure. So if you have a directional paper, like I cut mine so it would line up perfectly. So there we go. Let's go ahead and adhere these. And again, I'm using the Tombow liquid glue, which is kind of my go-to because I tend to need a little bit of wiggle room. But use the adhesive of your choice. Okay, let's go ahead. And again, I want, how do I want the scallops? I put them up here. I think they maybe should go down. I don't know. I liked them up. I don't think it matters. I just think it's very pretty paper. And then we have our other pieces here. I think I put them up because I think maybe that's how mine came in the package. So I thought maybe that's how they were supposed to go. I don't know. Maybe, are they supposed to be banners? I don't know. Up, down. Well, I can't put them down now because I've already adhered these. So we're just going to go ahead. If you're watching, tell me which way they're supposed to go. I always love to hear what everyone has to say. Let's go ahead and adhere these. Do that. I love these colors though. I think the colors are so pretty and so bright. This because of the gold. All right, so now here's the important part. We are going to adhere this here. So it makes our bandstand. So what I want to do is to put this, right? We want it to lay like this. So I want to make sure that I have my card facing the right direction and my focal point up front facing the right direction before we grab that tear and tape and adhere it all together. That's the important part. So you can again use seal, you can use the adhesive glue if you want to hold it in place for a little bit. I love any reason I have to use the tear and tape. I think I've said before I kind of hoard tear and tape. And I also think that people tend to open and close fun folds a lot. So I think tear and tape works really well. And I'm using 2 strips. You could probably get away with 1. And let me grab my take your pick tool. And go ahead and put this down. There we go. Clear out some of this here. And then we're going to do some stamping, which is my favorite part. I think we're just going to do a simple happy birthday though. I don't think we're going to go overboard. Again, make sure that everything is facing the right direction. So I've got my scallops facing the right direction, my pattern, and I'm going to pop this down. Make sure that we're nice and even we're even on both sides so things fold closely. You're going to notice there's a little gap here, which is what you want right there. There's just a little bit of a touch of a gap, just a hair, which you want because you want your card to open and close smoothly. See, there's our first part. Let's do the same thing on the top. So let's go ahead and, I didn't get enough glue on this piece. Hang on. I'll forget if I don't add it right now. There we go. Okay, let's get our tear and tape on this piece. Do that. So tell me if you are going to do anything during Sale-A-Bration, what your favorite product is. I have a couple of things I can show you here at the end of this video that I have so far. Okay. Get that a little pressed down and get this one off. Okay, again, making sure that things are facing the right direction. Making sure that we're nice and even. And we are, looks good. And then give this a press. Look at that. Forgot to take off the other side. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's go ahead and even that out a little bit. There we are. And give that a little press. How pretty. Nice and soft. Well, good morning, Mary Ellen. And hey, Carol from Lake Havasu, Arizona. You know I love Lake Havasu. Okay, let's add these pieces to the back. This is where we cut the 4. So this one didn't line up completely right. I think we have enough time to get it off, maybe. Let's give it a whirl. We do. We do. Let's get that just a little bit more. There we go. That's better. Okay, so these, again, making sure our scallops are facing the right direction. Let's go ahead and get these glued on. So Carol is saying hello from Lake Havasu, and I was wishing we had some of their warmth And I think the balloon festival must be going on now. We're pretty close. Okay, and let's pop this one down. And then you see it dresses up the back also. I think the back of your card is also important when you do a fun fold. Okay, there we are. Let's go ahead and grab our white piece here, which is the same measurements as this piece, your designer series paper, which is a 3 5/8 by 4 inches. And let's do some stamping. I went ahead and grabbed out a couple of different blocks. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to use, and some different ink colors. Because again, I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do because I hadn't made this card yet. So let me find, I pop my stamp set down here. Let me grab my ink colors. I think I just want to do happy birthday. I think I really want to keep this one pretty simple. So let's go ahead and grab happy. New stamp sets are so much fun. So much fun. Let's grab the happy and let's grab the birthday. And let's figure out what the coordinating colors are. And on the back of your designer series paper, it will always let you know what your coordinating colors are. I like to line my stamps up on my grid paper to try and get them on my block as evenly as I can. There we go. And let's do the same thing with the birthday and get these on the blocks. Again, I love, love, love the font on these. And now for colors. I brought out Peach Pie, Old Olive, Pretty in Pink, and Pool Party. I did not bring out the soft sea foam. I think I'm going to do the Pool Party and Peach Pie. And I don't know why, because probably the other colors might actually go better, but I haven't used the Peach Pie yet and I just want to, and Pool Party is kind of a go-to for me. So let's go ahead and pop this one down. Let me grab my mat, or a mat, to put underneath of it. This one will work. And let's go ahead, and when I have a new stamp, I tap it off a few times, but I test it out. I make sure that I'm getting some good images before I put it on my cardstock. Oh, this Peach Pie is a fun color. I haven't used it yet. This is a fun one. I like it. Let me see. Do I have something on it? I can't tell. Nope, looks good. All right, let's go ahead and pop this right here. I'm going to do happy right here. A little bit off to the side, I think. Let this press. Oh, no, come on, no. So there's our happy, and let's get our Pool Party out for the birthday. There goes Harvey. Can you hear him? For a little dog, he can sure make a lot of noise. Let's get my different mat out. No. Come on. So if you're not familiar, and if you follow me on Instagram, you probably see 8 million pictures of Harvey a week. He's a little King Charles Cavalier. And to say he is a bit spoiled would be an understatement. Because he's a lot spoiled. Oh, Mary Ellen, you've been visiting your daughter for 2 months? How fun. That sounds like a wonderful time. All right, let's go ahead. I think my Pool Party may need to be re-inked, but let's go ahead and forge ahead. And I am just going to come right down here and put this there. Oh, you know, that does need to be, it got a little smear on it. Well, there's 2 sides to every piece of paper. I'm gonna wash this stamp off. I think there may just be a little film on it. So let me grab my This is the video of do-overs, isn't it? My goodness. Let me just grab this. And get that off. Same with this. Okay. I'm going to switch to the, I want a little bit brighter. I'm going to switch to the Pretty in Pink. And the Old Olive. So let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and just switch it up. So the Old Olive and Happy. I mean, since we turned the paper over anyway, right? Why not? Oh, that's better. Okay. Let's do Happy right there. And then let's do Birthday in the Pretty in Pink, which is also new. Again, just tap, tap, tap. I'm going to test it out. Make sure I'm getting a better image. Oh, yeah, it is. That's much better. Look at what a mess I make here. And then Happy, and then let's just do Birthday like that. And then this is great because this leaves you a little bit of room to sign your name. So it would adhere like this. I'm not going to pop it down there. I think I want to use the soft seafoam. So use your imagination. I'm going to change that to soft seafoam and then the pink. But let's go ahead and do the front here. We have to decorate the front of the card also. So I did a little bit of die cutting ahead of time. And I just need, I moved everything. I swooshed everything off to the side. Let me find it. And I used my Stylish Shapes dies because I wasn't sure what size circle I wanted. So I cut 2. And let's go ahead and see. This one I think is too small. This one looks about right. And then I wanted to take one of the cutouts. And there is a name for it. I don't remember what they're called. So let's take one of these and see maybe which one we want to use for our birthday card. And we'll at least do the front. And you got the gist of how we're going to do the back. So let's go ahead and let me grab those 2, or that one piece. We only need one. And see, do we want the cake? Do we want the flowers? Do we want the balloons? I mean, they're all just so pretty to put here. I really like the balloons for the happy birthday, but it's too big for this card. Let's see if the cake is. Is the cake too big? I hope not. I like the cake. Oh, I think the cake might be perfect. So I'm going to put this here in the back. And then let's go ahead and put this cake right on top of that. Oh, I really like that cake. Oh, and we have slices of cake, more flowers. Oh, this one might match a little bit better. This is kind of fun. Yep, I like the gold one a little bit better because it matches the gold. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on. Move this out of my way. So what I did for this, to make sure I didn't overlap anything, is I took that tear and tape and I just put it right here on the card base, just to make sure that I did not overlap and my seams. That just seemed to work the best for me. You could use your seal for this. And let's pop this one off. So this is what happens when you design your card live, not in advance. So there we go. Let's go ahead and grab some dimensionals, I think. We need a little dimensionals here. And let's pop this one up again, making sure that we don't go into any seams, and we won't. So let's go ahead and add some dimensionals here. And you all know I'm dimensional happy. I love to add dimensionals and probably add way too many. Okay, and then I'm going to grab, actually, we can just cut some of these in half, I think. Where are my scissors? Look at this mess. I am so sorry that you have had to look at this mess this whole time. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. How distracting. But again, kind of how I roll. Okay, scissors, scissors. I've got some in my drawer. Let's go ahead and just cut this right down the middle. And put it one-dimensional right there. Take off all those little tags. And then pop it on the back here, or right on our circle. And if you don't have the stylish shapes, really any circle dies or if you had a square die, any one you wanted would work out perfectly fine. Now let's have some fun and add a little bit of these party dots. And this is me, I tend to just cut down the side and then just slide them in and out like that. Let me go ahead and grab my Take Your Pick tool again. I'll grab the old one and let's add some of these beautiful dots here. These party dots. How fun are these? And there we go. So this is today's Fun Fold card. So I don't do fun folds very often, and you got the idea of what we did on the back. I just want to change the colors, so I don't want to add them right now. But how fun is this? Let me show you my other samples. These are a couple of things that I did. I also want to show you the Starstruck embossing folder, and these fabulous purple adhesive pack sequins are two of the items that I have gotten so far from Sale-A-Bration. So here are my cards. This is my fun birthday card, which I'm likely going to mail out today. This is the Christmas card. Make a Christmas card a week and you'll be really so far ahead by the time next December rolls around. The Be Mine Valentine's Day card and the Thoughtful Journey card. Thanks so much for hanging in there with me. My first video of the new year. I will see you next week at 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Thanks so much. Bye.